Hey guys, welcome back. Look at this flawless base. Look at it looks like I have a filter on. I swear to you there is no filter on here. Not even a brightening one, nothing at all. Amazing, right? So, you're not going to believe how I achieved this and the products that I used, the methods that I used. If you want to find out, keep watching. And also, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stick around. You know, we're making progress over here. We're having fun. We're learning new things together, trying new things together. So, yeah. All right, let's go. So, if you already checked out the title, then you already know what this is about. I'm trying to replicate a viral makeup look. I forgot the creator's name, but I will put it on the screen somewhere because I definitely want to give credit to where credit is due. So she did her makeup routine using all drugstore products, and her makeup came out so beautiful and so flawless that it looked like in real life she's walking around with a filter on her face. Um, she has been, of course, denying that there's any filter on her. She's been showing, everything she can to show that she doesn't have a filter. Um, so I wanted to replicate that look. I tried to get, she used some specific, like, skincare things, like a Thayer's milky toner. I tried to get my hands on it and I couldn't. I mean, I just saw the video earlier today when I checked my Target, sold out. Walmart, they didn't even have it. They had like some rose water thing, and I wanted to use that exact one. So since I couldn't get my hands on the exact products, I decided to shop my stash. And from what I gather, her routine is very rich in one, using a very good amount of product. I know a lot of people shy away from using a lot of makeup. They're more on the less is more thing, but she really she used glowy primers. Well, no, not glowy. Was it primers? I don't know if it was actual primers, but I know she put some glowy serums on her skin as her primer, and she used a good amount of foundation, a good amount of concealer. Like she really went in. And I just want to see if using that much products will make me look like I have a filter on in real life. So being that I'm shopping my stash, all of the things that I have are not exactly all of it, drugstore. But I did make sure that I'm using a drugstore foundation. This is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. So I'm going to be using that. I got this. It's Seraphine Botanicals Alfalfa Plus Glaze Long Wearing Hyper Glow Primer. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm a couple months ago, so I'm going to be using that. She also used these e.l.f. drops that I know I have, but I can't find. But anyway, I'm going to use this Versed Intensive Hydrating Serum. She used a sunscreen. I'm not going to be doing that because me and sunscreens, we do not get along. It just makes my makeup extremely oily no matter what. So yeah, let's jump into that. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, I also looked into more of my stash. I have so many brand new products still in packaging, so I pulled out another primer. This is a ceramide primer. It's called Dream Without Limits, and I'm not sure if this is a glowy one or not, but let's see, because she used a lot of glow. Let me see, is this one glowy? It has some something in there. I don't know, but basically anything hydrating and glowy she used. So I'm going to jump in. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Versed with the Intensive Hydrating Serum. Since I don't have the Thayer's Milky Toner, and I don't even have anything close to that, but her skin was definitely juicy. One thing to note is that she does have dry skin, and I am a part of the oily skin crew. So even if my makeup comes out looking super duper perfect, I'm just being honest, I don't expect it to stay that way for a very, very, very long time. Especially, I don't know, maybe it'll be opposite, because I know if your skin is extra, extra moisturized, um, then you know, it may not have to produce oils, which in turn ruin the makeup look. So I did that first. That was the intense, what is this one called? Intensive hydrating serum. So that's the first layer. So then I guess I'll do this. You know what? And go. I'll do this. This is by Real Her Dream Without Limits Ceramide Primer. And I'll do a nice amount of that. When I tell you her skin was juicy, it was juicy. And I'm like, okay, let's see. I'm going to concentrate on the spots where my makeup likes to break up, which is here. It likes to ruin me about there. And here. That's where it fails me at. So maybe putting on all this stuff. Like, my concern came in with the foundation, because she just did a pump here, a pump here, and a pump here. I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot. But we're gonna give it a feel. Listen, worst case scenario, it doesn't work. I wash my face and move on with my life. You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna go in with the Alfalfa Glaze Longwear Hyper Glow Primer. Oh, you can tell I don't use this. Oh my God, that is. And I'm putting so much. That's what's throwing me off. Like, ooh, it smells good. It smells like candy. I like that. And I know before you do your foundation, when you put on your primer, you're supposed to let it sit for, you know, like a minute or two or whatever. So being that I put all this stuff on, I'm just going to rub it in. Definitely giving a glow. I do like the glow. Usually I'm afraid of any glowy primers. Look at this. I'm very afraid of them. I stay away from them. But this is actually nice. I mean, I don't know if in real life, walking around outside, I will put on that much of it. But like I said, I'm just trying to replicate the look. So I'm going to let this sit for about 2 to 3 minutes before I get started. So let me prep the rest of my products, and you're going to blink and it'll be 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's jump into this foundation. Like I said before, she used a lot of foundation. So this is how it's looking. Oh, she used a tacky primer too. The only thing is, my tacky primers, this one, I just want to make sure this one is not, okay. Because the other one that I have is actually a matte one. Like I said, she used a lot of glowy. So I'm going to use my Cover FX gripping primer. I don't think this is like matte per se, but I'm just going to put it in my problem areas. And we will jump into the foundation. And I'm going to use just as much as she did. I don't know why that makes me so nervous to put 3 pumps of foundation on my face, but listen, we're going for it. We're all in right now. Ooh. She did just like this. That's a lot of foundation. Well, it didn't come out that much. I need to pin my hair back. I should have thought of that one. I'm messing with my bangs. Oops. Oopsie. Let's just have a pin in here somewhere, holding this nest together. Alright, so I have my makeup sponge already damped. Let's start working it. I don't know. I feel like she used a lot more than I used. She used the True Match foundation, just for reference. I feel like I need more. Not me being afraid of how much she used, and I'm always like, but I feel like I need more. Well, I feel like I put too much on my forehead and not enough in my face area. I haven't used a beauty sponge in a while. I don't remember why I stopped using them. So I will say it looks very smooth so far. But I do think I want to add more because I feel like she had so much more than I have on, and I just want to make sure that I replicate it properly. There was makeup on there. So I want to see. Oh my God, what if I turn into... There was a lady a couple years ago. She went viral because she used to use like half a bottle of foundation every day to do her makeup. What if I turn into that lady? I mean, if it looks good, you know? I have to say, this does look very smooth and very flawless. I think the color might be just like half a shade too dark right now, but I just blend it down my neck. We know how to do this too, how to make it work. But this does look very, very pretty. I have to say that. Like, my pores aren't standing out all crazy. And we haven't even gotten to the concealing part yet. So, yeah. Let's get on to that. With the concealer, again, that was something else that she was very generous with. I'm going to use my NYX Bear With Me concealer, and it's a concealer serum. Where's my concealer? Where's my concealer brush? I just had all that stuff. I'm a mess. Hold on. I'm going to use a mix of these two brushes to get my concealing together, and she used quite a bit. I know I keep saying that, but she did. Like, I think the moral of her tutorial was use your makeup. That's what I got from it. Like, don't just sit there with, which I can't lie, I do enjoy using my makeup. Like, I'm waiting. I see it's creeping back in. It actually looks good. It's really good, actually. It's creeping back in, and I'm patiently waiting for the 2016-2017 era of makeup to come back, because we were doing it back then, honey. That's when we were hitting pan on things. That's when, you know, we were going through our eyeshadow palettes. Maybe not completely, but a lot more than we do now. This looks good. Then she used a bronzer. I'm not sure which one. But the only bronzers that I have that's an actual bronzer right now is my Chanel Le Beiges, and this is deep bronze. So I'm gonna have to work with that. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I haven't used it in so long. It feels. I thought nothing was coming on the. So, whoop. Luckily, Chanel isn't as pigmented as you would think it should be. Yeah. So luckily, because that would have made me a little, would have messed me up a bit. Let me just push that back. You know, the perimeters. And I think she used a liquid blush and then she went on top of it with a powder. So let me just get a good little snatch going on there. Get that snatch. Ooh, my skin looks nice. This is scary. So I'm gonna use my Ione liquid blush, and this is in the shade Rosette. I don't know. I might be saying that wrong, Rosette. I have blush blindness. Just keep that in mind. So if I have to redo my concealer, listen, I take full responsibility for that. But here we go. Let's blend her out. She did like a super duper pink look. I'm more of a, like hers was like a very bright baby pink. I'm more of like a deeper pink. Kind of works better for my skin tone. I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer here to fix. I think maybe I went a little, just maybe. Let me just give that some shape. Just fix it just like this. Cancel out the excessive amount. Just like that. Down. Pat, 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 pat. And then whatever brush you used for, this looks so nice. This is scary how nice this looks. Whatever's left on here, you just use that. See that? It just brings it back out, but in a softer, more diffused way. I do want to fix my little contour under here. And she didn't use an excessive amount of like powder and baking and all that. She didn't do that. She didn't do that. She did do some, so, and y'all already know. She used the L'Oreal Infallible blurring powder. Again, another product that I myself do not have. What I do have is my Huda Beauty ube powder. I think she used a pink powder also. I do have a one size pink powder, but I'm not sure where it is right now, so I'm gonna use the ube birthday cake because it's my favorite right now. So let's use a little bit. Get me a fresh triangle. Love these. And just, okay. And she didn't do it excessively, so I'm not. This looks so good. Oh man, this looks so good. And I might be doing this in the wrong order, but if you've been following me, you know me. It will get done. It just may not get done. This looks so good. Oh my. And I'm just touching up around here. This looks so good. So good. For her eyes, she did a quick sweep, like a one and done color, which I absolutely love because that's what I've been into lately, especially with my Patrick Ta shadows. I love a good one and done, but I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to use the Space Cowboy by Urban Decay. So, got my little fluffy brush. It's like, let me pull this guy out. This looks so good. Oh my god. Like she just swept on. She actually used her bronzer shade, but I don't have a powder bronzer, so I'm just using my Space Cowboy, because why not? I've been loving the one and done, so I'm just gonna do that. She also used a waterproof mascara. I think it was a Great Lash, whatever, something else that I do not have, so that's okay. Let me do my eyeliner. I got this in BoxyCharm. This is the San Juan, and this is by YC Collection, and this is in the shade San Juan, which is a nice rich black. It's very creamy. I love that. It went on very nicely. I messed up right here, but what else is new? It has a little smudger tip on the back, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm not going to be doing a lash, but I will do a wing, because what I'm following along is more of the complexion. She used a lip liner and a L'Oreal lipstick. She said she likes concealer lips. Not exactly my vibe, so I'm not going to do that, but I am going to use this lip liner, and this is by Misha, and this is the color. If you can see, it's like a mauve. Just gonna use that, and I'm gonna go in with a gloss. And so this color is like slightly lighter than my actual lips. So I'll just give it a nice line. Oops. Me and lip liners have a love-hate relationship, mainly because I can't seem to draw a straight line or align my lips properly ever. And then it's like this part of my lip is like kind of pointy right there, and this side is rounded, so following it just looks crazy. So I just try to point both sides or round both sides. Makes me insane. But there's that. I'm not going to use a whole lipstick. I'm going to use this Huda Beauty Faux Filler Lip Gloss. Another thing I just got in BoxyCharm. It's still kind of giving concealer lip, but not, you know, embarrassing concealer lip. It's cute. I really do look like I have a filter on. I just want to say that. I really do. Let me get some mascara on and my winged liner, and I'll be right back. I am completely obsessed with the way my skin looks. This genuinely looks like I have a filter on. This is gorgeous. Completely gorgeous. Oh, and then she sprayed it with the infallible 3-second setting mist. Now I have a love-hate relationship with this, because I noticed when I would wear it to work, like, yeah, my makeup would stay, but it would kind of like crumble off. If you had that issue also, let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead with a nice layer of this. Whew. I'm obsessed. I think the moral of the story is we gotta start using our makeup. Stop with the less is more. Like, listen. You can't tell me nothing. I look unreal. Completely unreal. I have a spot right here that I think I touched, but I can fix that. But unreal. I'm gonna add some pictures and definitely gonna put the lady's name. This is amazing. Look at this up close. Imagine if I did my lashes. I just don't feel like it right now. But imagine if I did. Hmm? Even better. But yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you love this. And I hope you subscribe. All right. See you in the next one. Bye.